Hey, good morning. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. So today is our daily reading. Keep in mind this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to take a look at progressive energy throughout the week just to kind of see how that works for you. What's coming in, basically. My old mentor had a spread where it was called the tide or something, where she would do the tide and then or the wave and then the tide coming in. So it was like, this is where you're at and this is what's going to be happening along the way. I'm going to use kind of a version of that. um, so we're going to take a look at the energies as of right now, and then the progressive energies throughout the week. We'll also take a look at, like, I like to say, like, what you don't see, because it's important to have our eyes open and what to look for. Um, but I don't think challenges or anything, and this isn't really about outcome, it's just more about the energies throughout the week. So it's kind of like a story. So I'll do 4 cards for the energies throughout the week. So let's get started here. What do we got? I'm using the Somnia Tarot Illustrated version. Okay. And I'm going to do 2 cards for where we're at right now. Seven of Wands and Knight of Pentacles. And how does the energy progress throughout the week? We've got Hermit. We've got King of Wands. We have 8 of Swords. And we have Empress. What do we not see? 2 of Swords. What do we need to look for? 7 of Cups. What is unexpected? 3 of Pentacles. And then advice for the week. Okay, star. So, okay, lovely devil again. Devil's at the bottom of the deck. So this is definitely an overall energy of something that's been really important to you. So in some cases, it absolutely could be like an addiction, right? Or a negative, like what you're being held to. But it also can just be something that's really important to you, especially since we're looking at energies throughout the week. If you have someone in your life that's the devil, it could be them. It could be it could be like, let's say you're just really stuck on a project or an idea, anything like that. I wouldn't worry too much about that energy. And only because of the cards we got going on here. So the overall energy of the reading is 7 of Wands. This is like where we're at right now. And the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like there is this feeling of having to stand up for yourself and to protect something. And I feel like it's this devil. So if you've had an idea, or you've got something that you're really like, I really want this, or I really think this is the way it should be, or some kind of energy like that, then you're defending that. And the problem is, right now, I feel like this is moving really slow. If this is about somebody, that person's just taking a while to come back around, or to talk to you, or to acknowledge any ideas or that kind of thing. So just keep that in mind, that that's kind of like where the energy is. So as we progress through the week, there's going to be a period of Hermit, like where you're really just kind of searching for your own answers. And I feel like this is really important, and I really feel strongly about the Hermit card, because there's so many times where we reach out to other people and, try to get our answers from other people. And sometimes we just need to reach from within. And I think that's really important. It's not that we can't ask for advice, but I think sometimes it takes the solitude of really recognizing how we feel anyway. So I feel like that's kind of how you're starting the energy, starting the week with that kind of energy of really kind of looking into what you're doing. And I think because this isn't happening as fast, I think you're second guessing like what you're standing up for, that kind of feeling. the King of Wands is the progression. And so you're going to go from kind of being alone to somebody coming in. And I feel like this person does bring a lot of energy. So it's kind of like there's an excitement that kind of perks you up from that hermit mode. But what's frustrating, because the next energy is the Eight of Swords, so you get this like excitement and you get like really positive and you get really motivated, and then all of a sudden you feel stuck again. So you go from hermit figuring it out to, ooh, this is exciting, to um, Eight of Swords. Now, I feel like this could genuinely be stuck. Like whatever's happening that's got you excited, it's just got brakes on right now. It's not like it's not going to happen. It's just got brakes. And I don't feel like this is saying, is it in your head? I don't think so. It could be. It absolutely could be something that you're stuck on, but I don't think so. Not as the week progresses. I think that part of you is stuck maybe, only because you have something that you're defending, but I don't feel like it's totally all on you. I think there's something that's really stuck about it. Like there is a true not up to you. And then the Empress is telling us that, um, you know, this thing, this idea, and ourselves, we are going to give to it. So I feel like that by the end of the week, you're going to be, you know, she's sewing here. So I feel like whatever it is you're creating, you're going to start seeing the progression of that. It doesn't mean it'll be complete by any means, but you'll start feeling unstuck. You'll start being able to give to this situation. And I feel like that's what you need to do, right? That's why you're feeling stuck, is you can't do anything. And once you can start giving to it and giving into it or working on it or working through it, whatever it is, this energy is going to feel really good at the end of the week. So um, you're going to go like, okay, this is good, because now I can put my attention into this situation. So what we don't see is the Two of Swords. So there is some kind of decision going on here. You're going to have some kind of choice that you may not be aware of. And that's another reason why I'm thinking this is not you being stuck. This is like, okay, I gotta make a choice. It could be you being stuck on the choice, but at the same time, you know, sometimes that puts the brakes on things because we've got to decide which way we want to go. And especially if it's a big deal, you don't want to like just do it. So I think that this could be part of the energy that you'll have to make a decision, because then what you need to watch for are your choices, and make sure that you're looking at the choices that you have in front of you and what really makes the best sense for you. And keep in mind, do it for you. Like, don't, what's the best sense for Joe Blow over here? It doesn't matter. What matters is you. I mean, okay, if you're a mom and you have kids, your family matters. I get it. And I'm a firm believer that sometimes we have to give up some of the things that we may want or to do for us to take care of our kids, to take care of our family. Absolutely. But I do also believe that you have to look out for yourself, because especially if you're a mama bear, because mama bears, you know, really can overgive, and then they've got, you know, you have to be happy to be able to give to your family. And I'm sorry, like papa bears I'm sure are the same, but I only know it from a mama bear standpoint. But we give, um and sometimes we don't realize that until we give a little bit back to ourselves, we're not being as good a mama bear as we could be. Or, you know, and mama bear in a broad sense, okay? So, no, I'm not being sexist or anything like that. It's my point of view because I'm a mama bear. But that kind of energy. So, keep it in mind when I say something like that, you can take it very broadly. You put it into your situation. So, if you are male and you are taking care of things, you do need to take care of yourself first. You know, not first, second, but if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of the people around you, period. It's just like, I think it's isn't it the lions that the lioness eats first because she does the hunting, or maybe she doesn't. She lets everybody else eat, and then she doesn't eat. But you have to be strong to do the hunting, so to speak. Anyway, um, so when you make your choices, look at all of the things. So, two, like what I feel like I'm sweating like crazy. It's humid, and I'm watering. It's doing doing my watering. Um, the thing to look out here too, I think, is the choices. Okay, going back to that. I know I said I hope I didn't offend anybody really, because that's not what I meant to do. I am don't have a sexist bone in my body. Well, maybe I do because I'm older. Like I'm from that generation. But I've also seen things change in the world, and I appreciate the that things have changed where both parties, regardless, your partner is helping you to. It takes two to raise a family anymore. It takes sometimes more than that. My gosh. Anyway, um, so apologies if I offended anybody. I didn't mean to. That wasn't my intent. I do, but honestly, if you're watching me and I say something like that, use it in the broad sense. You know, to me, sometimes if we take something too literally, then this is a general reading. You can't take it literally. You have to take it where it makes sense to you, because as I'm explaining something, you could be going, "Oh, that's not work. That's this project over here, or whatever." So just be aware of that. Anyway, yeah, your choices. So I think these go hand in hand. This is what you don't see. You're going to have to make a decision. Look for the choices. In other words, if you feel stuck, know that you have choices. So that's another thing to look at as the week goes in. And I think those are important things to understand, that you really do have choices. You do, and know that. And what is unexpected is the Three of Pentacles. And I think this feels really good. I feel like this is saying, you're going to have a feeling of camaraderie here. There's going to be some kind of coming together. Um, and it feels project related, absolutely, but it does feel very good. So, and it's going to feel unexpected, because I think at some point you might feel like you aren't part of the team, or like there's that kind of feeling, a little bit of left outness. But I feel like that's going to change, and you're going to feel much better by the end of the week, by sometime during the middle of the week. This is going to be unexpected, and you're going to say, yeah, that's cool, I like that. So there you have it. I hope I didn't offend anybody. Advice is the star. And here's the thing with this star, and we've talked about it. So those of you who watch me regularly know what I'm going to say here probably before I even say it. Um, in this sense, it's like taking the whole thing in. He's up on the top of the hill, and you can't see him because he's looking the other way. So you can't see his face, and he's looking out. And I don't know if you've ever had this vision of walking on the top of a mountain or a hill or anything way up there, and you look out and you can see for a long ways, and you can see all of the things that lead up to that hill. And that's the key here, is when I look at the star, and I look at this star in particular, it's reminding us to look at everything we've done along the way. So with advice, take a look at, know, recognize what you've done, and what you've done to be where you're at right now. Now, in some cases, you may say, well, I need to change that because I don't like that. And that's fine. The idea is to do that. Okay, this is what I did really well, and I'm very proud of that. This was a bad mistake. And I think when we have choices like this, it is a really good idea to go, okay, this is what I did before. It didn't quite work out. It doesn't mean it won't work out this time, but let's take a closer look. So I think that's why that star came up, is when you're making those choices, think about all of those things. So there you have it with our daily reading. I hope you like that, and I appreciate you. Please comment and like, and take care. Have a beautiful day.